You guys are great. And thank you for staying on. My mom's on here. There's a bunch of people on here. And thank you guys for staying on. Thank you for not giving up.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Yep. Nope. That's no problem. You made it, Karen. Thanks for being the go-between and stuff. But listen, B, I just told them about you real quick. We were talking about some stuff. You might have heard something. I was talking about a guy that I met I did a speaker engagement in Calgary, and he was blind. He became blind at 17 years old, and he started to use it. He's bitter about everything. Like so many times when things don't go right in our life, we become bitter. But what he realized was he had to focus on what he could do, not what he couldn't do. So he had to learn how to live blind. And since that time, he rollerblades, he cooks, he golfs, he does all that stuff. And what made me realize when I was there was we have no excuses.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he can do that blind, if he can climb a mountain in Africa blind, if he can go to the base camp of Mount Everest blind, which most people can't do, what excuse do we have? Just because we get a little stuck, you know? So it was really, you know, I'm always into this stuff anyway, but it just made me think even more like there's nothing we can't do if we just put our mind to it and don't give up. If we just stay consistent and we just keep working at it, we're gonna be good. You know, we can make it. So listen, everybody, this is B. B, I want to welcome you on here. We did it. We don't quit, and that's what I love about B. She doesn't give up. She committed about a month and a half. She said, "I want to change my life, Roland." Thanks to Karen Tavares. Karen, thank you, because Karen made the commitment. And when you make a commitment, you tell somebody else, it encourages them to do it. So, Karen, I want to thank you for inviting your friend B to get involved with us, because you changed their life. Yeah, you might have saved their life. That's what we do. We don't just change people's lives, but our words and our actions can save people's lives. So I just want to thank you for doing that. But B, listen, I'm going to ask you a few questions, but why don't you tell them, you know, where you're from, and tell them a little bit about yourself, and then I'll just ask you a few questions about the 14-day challenge, and then we'll jump off here. But yeah.
All right. My name is B. I'm from New Bedford, Massachusetts. I have started this new healthy way of living. I want to say August 27th.
Yep.
I decided at that time that I just needed to get myself back to where, at least halfway back to where I used to be.
Yep.
I have a lot of health issues, bad back, bad knees. All that went away though. It all went away. Sciatic pain, it was horrible. I started on this and I made a commitment. I lost my son last year, and I made a promise to him that I was going to get back in shape again. So I am fully dedicated to this, and you have helped me immensely. Everybody on this feed has helped me. Everybody, the whole Herbalife family is just like so amazing. I can't believe how much weight I've lost. Like I said, I started this August 27th. I went to my doctor today, and she looked at me and she said, I think we need to do some blood work. So I said, why? She says, well, she goes, I'm looking at your chart here, and she goes, you've lost a significant amount of weight in a very short period of time. What are you doing? And I said, well, I started Herbalife. And she goes, really? Great. She goes, I've heard great things about it. She goes, you have lost 24 pounds.
Hey. Oh, that's
24
so
pounds.
great.
So, I mean, I am on my way. There's no turning back now. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank Herbalife family enough. The products are great. Actually, I am having a shake now.
There you go.
Because I work overnight hours, so I have to get my shake in later. I get one in when I first come home, and then I have one at night, and I have a nice healthy meal in the middle. I feel great. I am walking an average of 3 miles a day when I couldn't even walk a half a block.
Wow. All right, so see, here's what it took. I'm gonna ask you some questions, B. But I haven't even talked to you today, so that oh my gosh. See, I always say you do it for the one, and I know there's more people on here that we're doing it for. But if you were the only person I ever helped, just by what you said today, that's just solidifies what I want, what I do even more. Like that.
Yeah.
just what you said, and I love what you said. Sometimes you have to have a reason bigger than yourself. And you promised your son you were going to get healthy no matter what it took. And when I spoke to you in August, I told you, I said, B, I'm not going to tell you what you want to know, what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. And
Right.
you know, and I just tell it like it is. You had to have desire, you had to be willing to work, you had to be teachable, and you had to make a commitment to change and not make it. Don't just tell it. Be honest about everything, and you're going to succeed. And you promised me you were going to do it. And you know something, I believed you. I believed you, just like I believe other people on here. I believe Ann and Julie and Karen. And sometimes that's what we need is a reason bigger than ourselves. If it's just to look good, you know, or to look better in our clothes, that's great. But sometimes we need something so big and make that commitment to other people. So I just want to, you know, I want to make that point with other people that you have to make a commitment and say it to somebody, because if you say it, then we can hold you accountable. You know,
Right.
so
Yeah.
let's talk about your walking. Let's because I didn't even we've talked about you walking more, but I didn't realize like you weren't walking at all before.
I wasn't doing much of anything. My sciatic nerve was, the pain was just so unbearable that I could make it down to the corner, and on the way back up the hill, I would get in the house and I would just be totally flat out. Like I couldn't do anymore. And I hurt so much. And ever since I started on Herbalife, everything has changed for me. Everything. I mean, I have a beautiful place to walk where I live. Um, it's right down Fort Rodman in New Bedford. They have a nice like a walk, a dike walk they
Yep.
call it, and I do that basically every day. Tonight I met my friend Cheryl, so we went to the gym instead, and I did the elliptical for 45 minutes.
Wow.
45 minutes. I couldn't even do five minutes.
Okay, so let's stop for 1 second because you brought up a good point. So Karen got started. Karen Tavares got started. She made a commitment. She told you, right? So that you guys started working together. And then what happened after that? You guys told Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl has done this before.
Yep.
And when I talked to her about how I wanted to get rolling on this, and with Karen, and she said, I want to do it too. I want to get back in shape again. I want to do it too. Let's do it together. And we have been doing it. And I mean, on the days that we can't walk together, it doesn't matter. We'll call each other. We'll let each other know what we did. And it's a team effort, just like you said. You have to be accountable to somebody.
Yes.
I feel like I'm accountable to you. I'm always texting you, and you give me so much encouragement. I've known you from way back when. I don't know if you remember me, but when you used to go to Gold's Gym in New Bedford, I knew you.
Really?
And you were in like phenomenal shape. And I was like, wow, this guy, he just doesn't stop, and I still can't believe this. Like 40 years later, you're still at it, Ro.
Because you know something, B, this is no joke for me. Like, I just want to say hi to somebody, Chantel. I haven't seen Chantel since I left Massachusetts 6 years ago, but here's what I want you to know is, like, this is no joke for me. Like to me, people's lives are on the line. And, I always talk about this. I believe in God, and I believe that people come into our life and they're our assignment. So there's people that come into our lives that are meant for us to help. And I really believe in what I do. I believe in helping people get a healthy mind and a healthy body, because we only live once, and you deserve to live a healthy life. You don't deserve to have your knees hurting you and not being able to walk more than a block. There's no need for that. But until somebody comes around and says to you, stop it. You know what I mean? There comes a time where we just got to tell people, stop it. It doesn't have to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
So,
no more excuses. No more excuses.
No.
I might have aches and pains a little here and there, but I push through it.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm just going to keep at it. You've been at it for all your life.
Yeah.
I know you have. And when I was younger, I was at that gym all the time. 7 days a week. I was at that gym. I mean, everybody said, wow, I was in great shape. And I feel like, I'm getting back there again. I
Yep.
really do. Feeling so, so good.
So,
So good.
so first thing I want to say is Herbalife doesn't cure anything. With that, we're not saying that. But here's
Yeah.
what I know: when you give your body everything it needs in balance, and this, I mean, B's doing great. She's lost weight, but it's not all about losing weight. It's a wellness. It's a wellness thing. It's a lifestyle change to live a healthy lifestyle. Because most of us, we struggle through life, and what we do is we spend all our money on things that, and all that time on things that we can replace: our houses, cars, material things, clothes, things that if we lost today, we could get it back at some point. But the four things that were given to us for free: our minds, our bodies, our friends, and our families. Those are the things we neglect the most. So
Right.
if we focus on those and we stay committed to those, so many, I mean, just think of this, B. I bet you've had some tough days since August 29th, but how much better was it to get through them feeling better?
So much better. So much better. And what really has driven me is, I remember falling off the wagon so many times, doing all these diets. I'm not going to put any diet down. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know them all.
Yep.
And I would go and say, oh, well, I'll just have a little bit of this. I'll just have a little bit of that. And I would do it, and I would beat myself up afterwards because I did that, and I knew that I shouldn't have done it. But now it's so different. It's the support that I get from this group has meant so much to me.
Good.
I mean, I know that, I'm the only one who can do this work. I'm the only one who really can do this work. But it's nice when you have other people that are on the same page with you, who are also going through their own journey, trying to get back into a healthy lifestyle. I just feel like either I did it now or I was never going to do it.
Yep.
And I wasn't feeling any better, and I could just feel myself getting older and feeling older. And now I'm really, really feeling so much better. So much better.
That's awesome. Now, how did that? I know I help. It's not just a 14-day thing we do. We do it consistent as long as people stay committed. But how did I did that 14-day a wellness challenge. It wasn't a weight loss challenge or anything. It was a wellness challenge. We had a private page. Did that help? How did that help you?
That helped me a lot because, people came on and they shared their recipes, with the shakes, with their meal plans, and that alone, gave me a lot of motivation. And it's creativity. You have to be creative.
Yep.
And that helped me. Like every day that I did it, I was like, look at this. He's still on there. He's still giving us kudos. Yeah, thumbs up. I mean, I don't know. It's just life changing.
Yep.
It's life changing.
Well, I'm so happy that I was able to help you, and I'm so thankful to Karen that she had the courage to tell.
Hey, Karen.
Yeah, and you had and you guys are telling Cheryl, and now even my brother got Bryce, Cheryl's husband, going, and he's lost like 20 pounds. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but it's so much more. Like he tells Roger, hey, I feel so much better than I felt before. And it's just when you have your health and you go through the trials and tribulations of life, it makes it so much better. Because something that happened to us in life we can't control, but one thing we can control is how we take care of ourselves. And I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of people that are, the other ones that are on this and that are part of this, and we're going to do another challenge and all that stuff. But if for you that are new, I see some new people that have never been on my page before, on my feed. If you want to hear more about what we do, just go to at the Real Coach Row, on my Roland Manny page, and click on Messenger, and you'll get our updates. So because we're always sending out stuff, but we're committed to changing. And one thing B said is she'll be happy if she can get halfway to what she was before. She's not going to get halfway. She's going to go all the way.
I'm going to go all the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's not, set the bar up here, because a lot of times we set the bar that we know we can reach, but we have to reach for something that we don't think we can get. You know what I mean? Like all we can do is see ourselves there, but we can't see it. That's having faith. Faith is believing in what you do not see, and the result of that faith is seeing what you believe. So you got to have the faith
Yeah.
that you're going to do it. And you have to have the faith that you're going to stay committed to it, and you're going to get those results. There's no doubt in my mind. You know how I know? Because other people have done it.
Yes,
know?
I know.
Yep. And
I'll be on that beach in Aruba, and I'll be talking to you guys there.
yeah.
And that'll be the ultimate. That's my ultimate prize. I'm working towards it.
Yep. Well, yeah, you're going to get it. And the other thing is, see, B, like she said, no more excuses. Now she works the midnight shift. She can make excuses. You know, she could only walk a block when she started. What's the most you've walked? 3.5 miles?
Yeah, about 3.5. Yeah.
3.5 miles. She could only, August 27th, she could walk a block or two without struggling. A block, and she had
Not
the
even
desire
a
to
block.
walk any further. What's that?
Yeah. Not even a block.
Not even a block, and she had no desire to walk any further.
Nope. I wanted to, but I had so much pain because I had that extra 24 pounds on me.
Yep.
That makes a big difference.
Yep. Now, let's talk about one more thing. How about your sleeping?
Oh my gosh. I am sleeping so well.
Yep.
I am sleeping like my head hits that pillow and I'm out.
Yep.
I'm sleeping really, really good.
That's what
everything's better.
Yes, everything's better. I love hearing that. So listen, you guys got to give some thumbs up or some love on there. I mean, what she's doing is so big. And here's what I'm so excited about is her story is going to change people's lives. Because there's other people out there that are struggling like B is. There's other people that are struggling like Karen. And other people that are on here. But like Julie, my wife Julie, her stories change people's lives. And it doesn't mean you have to lose weight to change people's lives. Just having more energy and feeling better and having more confidence in yourself, that changes people's lives because it brushes off on them. You know, if I had a cup of coffee and I bumped into you and spilled something on you, B, what would you have on you? You'd have coffee.
I have coffee all over me.
You'd have a coffee stain. If I had cranberry juice and I bumped into you, what would you have?
A big cranberry stain.
Right, orange juice, the same thing. So when we're bumping into people, what we have inside us and the attitude we have is staining those people. It's dripping on them. So if you have a great attitude and you feel good about yourself, that's going to rub off on people. And they're going to say, what are you doing? You're going to say, hey, I don't know if it's for you or not, but this is what I'm doing. I found somebody to help me, to keep me committed, to keep me focused, and he's not quitting. And I got a whole team of people. It's not just him. There's a whole team of people that want to help you succeed. But if you go around with a long face and grumpy all the time and mad all the time, that's what's rubbing off on people. And some people are going to be, they're going to let that stain them, and other people are going to stay far away from it. Say, look, I don't want that on me. So if you have something, if you're going to be rubber, because we bump into people every day, and we're leaving a stain of a great attitude, a poor attitude, happiness, sadness, positive, negative. We're leaving them with something. So why not leave them with an attitude that, hey, if I can do this, you can do it. If I can feel better, you can feel better. And that's what we're all about. That's what we're all about. And you know something? I am not stopping. I'm going to do this. Listen, I was in Calgary, Canada, and guess what? It wasn't even a thing about health, but that's what I told them. I'm committed to changing people's mindset and wellness to make them the best person they can possibly be, because we weren't put on this earth to be miserable. We weren't. Sometimes it's a choice that we make. And if we can change that choice, everything will be better. So B, is there any, before I let everybody go, like I said, if anybody wants to join us, it's the Real Coach Row on Facebook, or Row Manny on Facebook, and then you can click on Messenger and you'll get our messages. But B, is there anything you want to leave them with? Any words of wisdom or something that might get somebody to say, you know something, I got to change my life and I can do it?
Well, you know, the good Lord gives you one body. You need to take care of it, you know, and it will take care of you.
Yep.
That's how I really believe. And, you know, just keep going. Just don't quit. Just keep on going. And there'll always be people out there to encourage you. Don't care about anything else. You have to care about yourself first.
Yep. Care about yourself first. Because
before you can make a difference in anybody else's life.
Yeah, because you can't give from an empty cup. So if you don't take it, you know, I love with that point that you just brought up. Oh, geez, I don't want to keep these people, but you're saying some good stuff. And listen, I was on a plane. I was on 4 planes, I think, in the last 4 days or whatever. And guess what? They go through the thing about the emergency exit and the lights in the rows and the overhead thing. And what do they say? They say, in case of an emergency and the oxygen thing drops down, if you have children with you, put the mask on you first. Why? Because what good are you if you can't take, if you're passed out or whatever, you can't take care of your children. So a lot of people think that's selfish, but it's not, because if they have to put it on the grown up first, because then they can function to take care of the kids. And that's exactly what you just said. Take care of yourself first so you can help other people. Because
Right.
you can't, if you don't feel good, you can't help other people. That is so good that you just said that. So
Yeah.
take care of yourself first. So, but listen, I could talk about this all night because I love this stuff. I love B. She's such an inspiration to me and to
Love
Julie,
you, Ro.
and to people on
Love
the call.
everybody.
Yep. And you know, here's what I want to say to you guys. Maybe you don't want to do what we do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you feel good. Maybe you think, hey, that's not for me. But maybe, just maybe, there's somebody you know that reminds you of that B story can help you with. There might be somebody you know that's going through the struggles, through the challenges. They have no energy. They're not feeling well. They have trouble making it. Instead of getting from the day, they just try to get through the day to make it to the next day, whereas they could be getting from the day. And if there's anybody you know, have them join our page. It's free to join the page. You know what I mean? So,
Come on board, everybody. I see you guys all making comments. Come on board.
yep.
I mean, it's phenomenal. You're gonna feel so great. You are.
Johnny Bruce is on. I haven't seen him in a
Yes,
long time. Hope
John.
he's doing great. Yeah, he's on. Chantel Souza, I knew her from a networking group back in Massachusetts. I haven't seen her in 6 years. Thanks for being on. My daughter's husband, John's on. Thanks for being on. And my wife, Julie, she's on. She's like one of my biggest supporters. Jennifer's on. Karen's on. Karen's doing great. You guys are just doing amazing. And if you just keep doing it and staying focused on yourself, focused on your goal, focused on your dream, I can promise you that anything is possible. So B, I want to thank you, number one, for being an example for somebody else. Number two, trusting in me and not giving up on yourself and making that commitment. And like you said, you promised your son you're going to do it. I believe you're going to do it. And I just want to thank you too and your daughter for being patient and able to not give it up to getting on this call. So because you were meant to be on it, and your story's going to help somebody on here tonight. So I just want to thank you for that.
Okay, Ro.
So listen, everybody, have a great night. You'll be on, join our page so you know when we're on here again. And we'll have another guest on here, and we'll talk about something good, because they're always good. B, keep it up. I love you guys. Thank you for believing in me. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.